What on earth is this? Wrong username or password. Excuse me? Oh my gosh, that loading screen took freaking forever. Oh my god. Okay. So, it's been quite some time since I've played this game. Like a lot of time. And it's doing new stuff and I don't know what's happening. What? Gaunt's Ultimate Challenge Stage 3. Choose your side. Face your enemies in the Gaunt's Ultimate Challenge. It will last 6 stages with 3 factions fighting in each. So I've got to pick a faction. So it's the Syndicate. Play a match in any online mode. Oh, so you just get extra bonuses and stuff. I guess, yeah? Commit 10 crimes. How do you commit crimes in this game? Oh, it must be in more the more playable side of it than the card side of it. Okay, Nilfgaard, definitely not. And Scoia'tael, which is likely, obviously, going to be the way I go. Damage units 10 times, boost units 10 times, win 3 games with a supportive faction. Okay. Yeah. Of course I'm going to support Scoia'tael. What kind of question is that? Right. So now that I've completely forgotten how to play this gosh darn game, I built 2 separate decks because I'm a little undecided about how I want to go. I mean, technically I've created 3, but I'm going to amalgamate these 2. So I've got my dwarf deck, which I've just called Mahakam Forge because I've got the Mahakam Forge power on it. Not that I remember what the power does, but the power's on it. Actually, that's a good point. What does the ability even do? Okay, so order. Spawn and play Tempering. Okay, which boosts an ally by 5. If it's a dwarf, also give it 2 armor. All dwarves in your starting deck get 1 armor. So you couldn't use it on your first go because you wouldn't have something to boost, or does tempering just go down and then what if someone gets rid of it before you use its abilities? I'm not quite sure how that works. Because when you play tempering, usually you would use it immediately. But I guess if it's something to use it on, it doesn't say when the ability can be used. I'd assume it's just immediately. Which means you either A, wouldn't get any use of it, or B, it just goes down on the table. And then you can use it when you want to. But the opponent has a chance to get rid of the tempering before you use it. So instead you'd want to use it on like your second turn after using a dwarf for the first turn, but that dwarf won't get 1 armor. I mean, it'll get the 2 from tempering, but it won't get the ability. I don't know, I guess I'm going to test that and really play it a few times to really understand it. But interesting ability. I can only use it once though, which is a bit of a bitch. I suppose my normal one's only once. I mean, I like my normal one. What's it called? Is it Invigorate? It's the normal one? Yeah, I like Invigorate. I really do. I don't know. But anywho, this is my dwarf deck. I haven't made any cards yet. I've just used the cards I already had in my deck because I want to decide which of them I want to use. Whether I want to use my dwarves or whether I want to use my dryad and elf deck. I'm leaning more towards the dwarves because I am more comfortable with how they function on the table. But yeah, so I'm going to choose between them and then start getting the stronger cards, the better cards in my deck. So I'm likely going to lose every match I play thus far with these 2 decks, but it's more just to get familiar with them and decide which one I prefer. So as I said, it has been a while, so I don't remember what any of my cards do. Yay me. So I've got 25 cards in my deck and I've still got 22 provisions I can use, but I've just left it as is. Okay, so we've got Ithlin Aegli. What do you look like? Okay, she's some floating chick. Good for her. Boost a Scoia'tael unit in your hand by 4. Okay. Cool. She's worth 5 points. We've got Geralt, destroy an enemy with 9 or more power. Sheldon, Damages an enemy by the amount Sheldon is boosted, so Sheldon has to be boosted a trillion times, which is inconvenient not having the Invigorate ability, so I don't by default technically get an upgraded Sheldon. He's always nice to have in your first hand. I've got Pavko. Damage a unit by 1. And a ranged. Cooldown 1 if you control unbelievable square tail damage. Yeah, okay, cool. He's awesome as well. Which one are you? Oh, you're the Healy chick, aren't you? It's not really get Purify. Remove all statuses. I've never used that. I usually just use a ranged. Give her an ally vitality for 4 turns. Okay, so 5 points, but she gives me vitality. I don't think I know you. You're new. Arakas Venom. Damage a unit by 3. Damage adjacent units by... So what, you're organic? Oh, not him. It. I'm about to say, that's a weird name for a dude. Nah, it's a thing above it. Okay, so it's organic. Does that count as a neutral? And therefore it doesn't count towards my Scoia'tael count? Or against my Scoia'tael count? Don't know about that. I'll have to give it a shot. Maybe it has to say neutral for it to be neutral, not just organic. Anyway, damages by 3. Death blow. Damage adjacent units by 3. Ah, sorry. I was just thinking death blow. Like, how does it die? It's got no points, but no. Duh. See, it's been a while. So if I kill something that has 3 or lesser points, it will deal damage to adjacent units. You are very powerful, my friend. Crushing trap looks like a... Okay, yep. Spring. An ability triggered manually by the player only when the card is face down. Yeah, I'm still confused about how to place things face down and right way up. I've yet to figure that one out. That damages all units on a row by 1. Ambush. After 2 turns, at the end of your turn, damage all enemies on the row with the most units by 2. Okay. So either way, it's fine, I suppose. Aha! Both of my hawkers. Every allied turn on turn end, boost a random unit on your hand by 1. I like my hawkers, they're the best. Except you're humans, so I don't want to put you down first, but I want to put you down first because you get me the most... You see what I mean? I have a feeling like the Invigorate power really does work more for my playstyle. So now my smugglers aren't going to be as effective. Unless I just place the smuggler, then a dwarf, then use my power. Although, yeah. Because you want to... Let's put him by tempering. Because you want to use tempering on a dwarf. Yeah. Yeah. Fog. Anywhere for 3 turns. Yep. Waylay. Oh, she looks happy. Damage an enemy unit by 3. Death blow. Spawn an elven deadeye in a random row. Cool. Okay, so we take them down by 3 and then give me 3. Nice. Dwarf mercenary. Good old crossbow. Damage self by 1 for each non-dwarf unit in your hand. Oof. But he's 7-pointer. So you'd only use him when you've got only dwarves in your hand? So maybe keep him to last. That way you're not going to damage yourself at all. Wow, that seems a bit dangerous. The Red Dragoon is moving people for reasons. The Markham Defender is my shield dude. He boosts self. On every allied turn on turn end, boost self by 1 if this unit is boosted. Hold up. My ability doesn't boost. It just gives them armor. Armor is not boosting. Which means that, again, my defender isn't going to be used as effectively. So him and Sheldon work better with Invigorate. I'm leaning towards just getting Invigorate, to be honest. It matches my playstyle a little better. And then, cancel. Do not save. No. Can I just cancel? I fucking fucked up. I don't know what I got rid of. I got rid of both my volunteers. Is that how I got rid of? Okay. We're assuming that's what I did. God, surely I swear right click should be get rid of. If there is a dwarf on this row, summon a copy of this unit from your deck. That's right, because you never want them to be in your hand at the same time, because then it won't be in the deck. You know, you kind of want to have more of these dudes. I mean, they're very weak, though, to be fair. Yeah, they are very weak. Dwarven Chariot is also new. It's got 1 armor, yay it. So deploy. So as soon as you pop it down, it spawns a rowdy dwarf in this row, which gives you 2 extra points. Cool. Bonded. Trigger this ability if you control a copy of this card. Control. What did you guys say control meant? It's control when it's on the table. I think that's what it means. If it's already been played. So that's why I've got 2 of these. So if I get a second one, it'll be bonded. And then it'll give you 2 rowdy dwarves. Ah, that's ranged, right? Oh, it doesn't even care where it is. Sure, let's put the chariots on the front line. Makes total sense. Dwarven Berserker. Oh my god, he's got 4 armor? Wow, dude. Barricade. Trigger this ability if the unit has armor. Okay. At the end of your turn, damage self by 1 and then damage a random enemy unit by 1. So, assuming no one attacks him, he can damage for 4 points over 4 turns. Well, 4 points total over 4 turns. Okay. And this is this guy. He likes to get vitality. Good for him. And a good old miner. Oh, he's got quite a bit of points. I was expecting less from him. Boost an allied unit by 2. If it's a dwarf, also give it 2 armor. Okay, I don't really have a plan involved here. Deploy range, boost a dwarf in your hand by 2. Nice, yeah. I should really be thinking of tactics and how to, like, accurately use them and when I should redraw and etc, but I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing, and I decide that I'm not going to keep this power. I am just going to change it right up front to invigorate. After all of that, thinking, oh my god, that's so cool, but my invigorate's really cool, and 2 of my favorite cards lead towards invigorate, so we should probably rename the deck. Rename dwarves. I'm sure I could come up with something creative later on. Let's just put that down for now. If you guys have suggestions, by all means, let me know. So there's that, and we'll worry about the elves and dryads later. Let's just get the dwarves done. We spent a lot of time here just chatting about damn dwarves. Let's give it a shot. I have 0 confidence because I don't remember any of my cards. Let's go.